Hello and welcome to a quick little afternoon news video because we have some breaking news. Kevin Owens, there's been a lot of speculation about this, but Kevin Owens has re-signed with WWE. Now this is obviously coming from Fightful Select and Sean Ross Sapp. They reported a few weeks ago that WWE were very, very interested in retaining Kevin Owens. They've made him what their sources said was an excellent offer, and they've apparently made it really clear about just how much they wanted him. And now they have him, and they are apparently over the moon about this as well. Owens' deal was originally set to be a much longer contract, but back in 2019 he restructured it, so it expired at the end of January next year, maybe to give him a few more options, who knows. But yeah, WWE started negotiating with him back in autumn, which shows just how much they actually wanted to keep him. They've given it way more time than they give the vast majority of their roster. Sean Ross Sapp apparently did reach out to AEW to ask them if there would be any kind of interest from their part as well. And the people that he spoke to within AEW said that realistically they didn't think that AEW would offer him the kind of offer that WWE would. They wouldn't be able to match it. But they did believe unanimously that there would obviously be some interest from AEW. So who knows how those talks went or if there were any talks indeed. But Kevin Owens has settled on a deal with WWE. Now there's not really much news about what the deal is. All that's known is that it is a big multi-year agreement. So he's going to be there for quite a long time. So hopefully Kevin Owens has done the right thing for him and his family, and he's got a big fat paycheck out of WWE from it as well. And hopefully they give him some push and get him back up the card into the main event spot again at some point very, very soon, now that they've paid all this money for him. But yeah, good news that WWE is very heavily invested in Kevin Owens, and they really wanted him to stay because obviously he's a very, very, very talented guy, and hopefully this is the best move for him, and I'm excited to see what comes up for him in WWE. But moving over to a little bit of New Japan news as well, and a major return that is set for WrestleKingdom 16, I should say. Katsuyori Shibata is going to be competing in his first match in almost 5 years on the first night of WrestleKingdom on January 4th. He broke the news himself at the Best of the Super Juniors and the World Tag League Finals show that they've just had. And he kind of came out and he's wearing a lovely suit and he was holding back tears, and he just said that, simply, like, January the 4th, Katsuyori Shibata has got a match, and that's it. So yeah, it's his first match since April 2017 when he had that fateful match against Okada, and then he was rushed straight to the hospital afterwards, and he was given like an 18% or less chance of survival from having a subdural hematoma in the middle of the match. So he had emergency surgery after that, and he's obviously slowly recovered since then. The only times we've seen him in the wrestling world, he was sort of the head trainer at the New Japan LA dojo, and he had this little like grappling exhibition match kind of thing with Zack Sabre Jr. back in October, which went to a draw after it went 5 minutes. And after that, he said that the next time fans will see him, he will be in his wrestling gear, and now he will be. January 4th at WrestleKingdom. His opponent hasn't been announced yet, so we'll have to wait and see what's going on there. But at this point, it doesn't really matter because the hype around Shibata's return to the ring will be enough to sell a match in itself. Very, very excited to see what this is, to see how much he's changed his style or whether he works around things like his head injury and stuff. See if he's mixed it up, because he was very, very, very strong style. So I'd be interested to see if he goes back to that style or if he mixes up a bit. But the excitement about Shibata returning to the ring finally is palpable. I love it. Cannot wait. So that's at WrestleKingdom, January 4th. And that is it for the afternoon news. Thank you very much for joining me. I have been Phil Chambers. You can follow me over on Twitter at PhilMyChambers. You can follow all of us at WhatCulture WWE. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below what you think of both of these stories, but WWE keeping hold of Kevin Owens and Shibata returning to the ring. Let us know what you think. But most importantly, have yourselves a bloody good day. Goodbye.